Have you ever felt anxious just because you didn't check social media for a few hours? Have you suddenly panicked because you missed a message, a 24-hour story that just expired, or a hot live stream you didn't catch in time? If your answer is yes, then you're not alone. That feeling is called FOMO, fear of missing out. In this digital age, where information arrives with just a tap, the fear of being left behind has become increasingly common. We don't want to be the last to know about a trend, a breaking news story, or even a friend gathering that we weren't invited to. And so, day by day, we pick up our phones as if it were second nature. We scroll, as if we're searching for something important, when really it's just a fleeting sense of comfort that we're not being left out. FOMO is not just a simple psychological phenomenon. It is a symptom of a society that is constantly connected yet filled with anxiety. In today's video, we'll explore: where does FOMO come from? How does it affect our lives? And most importantly, how can we escape this invisible cycle and find true inner peace? The FOMO effect doesn't appear out of nowhere. It's the result of a complex interaction between human psychology and the technological revolution, especially the rise of social media. From a psychological standpoint, our brains crave connection and validation. Every time someone likes a post, sends a message, or tags you in a story, your brain releases dopamine, a neurotransmitter that creates feelings of pleasure and excitement. Like a reward system, dopamine makes us addicted to these small interactions without us even realizing it. Now, you don't have to wait days for a letter to feel noticed. All it takes is a tap, a ding, and a burst of chemical happiness. And social media platforms have capitalized on this flawlessly. From 24-hour stories, fast disappearing short videos to limited time live streams, everything is designed to trigger a psychological pressure. If you don't watch it now, you'll miss it forever. This artificial scarcity of content is what makes FOMO increasingly common. The symptoms of FOMO are easy to spot if we're willing to pause and observe ourselves. Have you ever opened your phone just to check messages and ended up scrolling through TikTok for hours? Felt frustrated when no one interacts with your post? Compared your life to someone's glamorous photos online? Panicked when you saw friends hanging out without you? None of these reactions are random. They're clear signs of FOMO, the fear that you're falling behind, that others are living better lives while you're being forgotten. FOMO not only exhausts us mentally, but also strips away our ability to slow down, be real, and live life for ourselves. FOMO isn't just a fleeting emotion. When it becomes a habit, quietly creeping into every moment of your day, it begins to erode your inner peace and disrupt the natural rhythm of your life. One of the most obvious consequences is prolonged anxiety and stress. Constantly checking your phone to make sure you're not missing out keeps your brain in a heightened state of alert. You find it hard to fully concentrate on your work, to enjoy a meal, or to have a simple conversation. Because your mind is somewhere else, caught in a never-ending stream of information. Many people have shared feeling mentally drained after long nights of binge scrolling TikTok, watching friend stories and consuming endless videos without even knowing why. They don't sleep enough, they don't feel satisfied, yet they can't stop. This is the vicious loop of digital addiction, where real emotions are traded for fast, hollow stimulation. FOMO also quietly plants the seeds of insecurity and constant comparison. When we see friends checking in at luxury destinations or showing off their perfect lives, our brains start questioning, why isn't my life like that? What am I doing wrong? Even when we know that much of it is curated, staged, or only a slice of the truth, the feelings of inadequacy still find their way in. Worse still, FOMO pulls us away from the present moment. When your mind is always chasing what you haven't done, where you haven't been, or who you haven't met, you're no longer truly living in the now. Conversations become shallow, real experiences are replaced with perfect angles, and instead of enjoying life, we're documenting it to prove we're not being left behind. Unchecked, the fear of missing out can lead to depression, loneliness, and a crisis of self-worth. We start living for the validation of others instead of living for ourselves. Once we understand the root causes and the impact of FOMO, the next question arises. How can we escape it? How can we live authentically without being swept away by the pressures and illusions of the digital world? The answer doesn't lie in deleting all social media or turning off your phone forever. After all, technology isn't the enemy. It's how we choose to use it that matters. And to overcome FOMO, the first step is awareness. Acknowledging that we're caught in the cycle, not to blame ourselves, but to begin the healing process. Let's start with small but intentional changes. Set time limits for social media. Try 30 minutes a day or turn off notifications outside of work hours. You'll be surprised to see the world keeps turning even when you're not online every second. Practice intentional offline time. Spend part of your day with no phones, no notifications, no scrolling. Read a book, take a walk, journal, or simply sit in silence and listen to yourself. Prioritize real connections. Talk face to face with loved ones, meet friends in person, share emotions through eye contact and voice, instead of through a cold emoji on a screen. And most importantly, cherish the present moment. Don't live in fear of missing out. Live with gratitude for what you already have. You don't need to know everything, see everything, or keep up with everyone. Just be fully present in your own life. That alone is enough. Peace doesn't come from knowing everything that's happening. It comes from knowing what truly matters to you. Overcoming FOMO is a journey back. Back to yourself, to mindfulness, to real moments. Only when you stop fearing being left behind can you truly move forward with a lighter, steadier heart